Hello everyone, welcome to another Monday night stream here from oNiD Racing from the Multiclass Series, and we are at a rather wet Spa, looking at it. Here with me as usual is our good friend Ben.
Good evening, yeah, good to be back and not drowning out in the lovely weather these guys are getting to take part in.
Yes, what the thing is we thought, right, both cars have no ABS, what should we do? Stick them on a soaking wet Spa track. Why not? The drivers are experienced enough, they should be able to handle this, and if they can't, we get a few laughs out of it.
Yeah, how many 20-kilo penalties have gone on these cars over the course of this evening as that low ABS got put on? Well, that said, I found in the hypercar, it actually makes the car lock up more.
Well,
don't know how that works.
That's karma for even using it. Nobody likes anything. As we see, Stevie Bain going round, had an interesting practice session, nearly died, but having fun in his thing. We will go and look at Alfie Bevan, who has put the quickest hypercar time in at a 2:16.1, and the closest Zach Silver 2.1 seconds off. So Alfie getting a big drift on there is, yeah, pretty dominant at the moment.
He has indeed. I will say last week's dominant winner, Axel Benno, yet to put in a time in the session by the looks of it.
Just about to start a lap, it looks like.
Let's see. I think this is actually his third lap. I think he's invalidated too.
Oh, who's that? ZK Sim Racing, thank you for the sub 6 months in a row. Thank you very much. I hope you're here to enjoy an evening of sliding, crashing, and probably some boats.
If ever we needed a Bentley GT3 in a sim.
Yes, exactly. And we will go on board with the provisional pole sitter of the GTEs, Chris Bell, in his Rexy liveried Porsche. Just under half a second up on Ben Brown at the moment, and on a valid lap.
So I think it's a good car. The Porsche GT, famously a very accomplished racing car. Yeah. It's definitely one you'd be quite happy with this evening. I've always found it a bit tail happy, but a lot of people seem to be finding it quite nice to drive in the GTE format.
As you can see, great first sector, over half a second up. Not the best middle sector, very slightly down. And we will see And now that's just made a fool out because it's changed because Stevie Bain has went quickest. We'll stay on board with Christopher Bell until he goes across the line. All the purples, and he knocks Stevie Bain down. 8 tenths clear. That is a great lap
Thank
from Chris
goodness for
Bell.
that.
Yeah,
Couldn't be having Stevie on pole. That's
yeah, we don't want Stevie on pole. That's what we don't need. Who else is on a lap? Let's have a look. Tamenga's in the pits. We'll go on board with Charlie Morgan, who is over a second down into the first sector. Yeah, looking all good up to now as he comes into Piff Paff, I think this one's called. Very hesitant on the throttle, you can hear it.
yeah. It's. I mean, the temptation is for a lot of these guys. The temptation is lower traction control, gain speed. But as the track gets wetter, more traction control just it gives you that bit of grip out of the corners and that bit of stability. And if you haven't put it on, it's going to come through. Axel Benno goes P2, but still nearly 2 seconds off Alfie Bevan in the Ferrari in P1.
Is Alfie Bevan fine? Thank you, Jacob Nichols, for the follow. Hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. As we watch Charlie Morgan go around, 2 orange sectors, which you won't be happy with. No lockups coming in the bus stop, braked very nicely. Now it's when you get the power down here is when it gets sketchy. As you can see, and Charlie Morgan has binned it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Colin Morgan, not Charlie, remember. Let's have a look.
The amount of different names he's developed.
Zach Silver in the pit. Who else should we have a look at? Adducer Carpenter, who, if you remember from last week, was in that incredible hypercar battle for the last couple of laps. Went from P2 to P5 in the space of a lap. We'll be looking to get some revenge.
Will indeed. Really looks to be struggling with that Toyota as they comes out the corners there.
Don't forget, Adducer is on a controller, so throttle. Ooh, bit sketchy. Throttle control and braking control will be a bit more difficult. And while we're here, we'll look in the chat. Who do we have? Fiona with us. We have your name who begins with a Z. I can still never remember how to pronounce it. Brian here, or BJ as he's now known. Matt Hot Sauce Holman is also in the chat. Good to see everyone. Who should we go on board with? Stevie Bain. Where is Stevie Bain on track? Coming up to Blanchemont, or Blancmange as I like to call it. And as he goes round, keeps it just in track limits. But I'm watching this, he's on an outlap.
According to the forecast, the rain is due to let off, but I don't think they're going to get that much track improvement in 4 minutes, to be honest.
Looking at what Andy, the league organiser, was saying in the practice session, it's not going to be very dry at all. It's only going to get worse. Which is what we like to see, because it makes an entertaining race for us. Speaking of Andy, first sector, second down on Christopher Bell. Keeping it together, though, quite nicely.
No, this is going to be another one where qualifying times aren't going to be the entire story, I feel. It's very wet out there. It's going to be a mixed-up qualifying. You're going to get people who aren't so much used to the wet, aren't used to running with that low fuel and high speed in these conditions. But when we start the race, they'll have had a bit more time to adapt and they'll start coming through.
Well, it is, if you look, Anton Tamenga, usually one of the front runners on the grid, down in P8 at the moment. Struggling with, bit of a snap coming out of No Name. Coming down to Puon. Can he keep it on the track? You can hear him feathering that throttle.
Very sensitive on the throttle. Does commit as it goes through the corner.
Yeah, looks like he kept it in bounds. We will see as he comes through the chicane here. We will see close to the end of the second sector if he time registers.
I desperately to get some heat in those tyres. That little wiggle there.
There's a second sector going to come up. Yes, he has kept it. So personal best first sector, bit of a slow second sector, pushing it right to the edge, coming round, turn 16. Now on to Blanchimont. Definitely not hitting this flat out. Oh, I think that will have been just in bounds. Gets breakdown nicely, no lockups. Is it going to be an improvement for Tamanga?
Not sure. I'm not sure anyone's finding any time in these conditions, to be honest.
No, it's in all purples, but he's still in P8. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
the readout's not working
no,
100%.
and obviously he's now gone down to
Oh,
P9. Oh, what's gone on?
I was on board with Alfie Bevan, just had a massive moment at the top of Eau Rouge.
I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can get a replay of that. Yeah, look how wet it is.
Yeah, had just done an outlap, was just setting one more just to
Oh,
make himself sure.
yeah, you don't want to be doing that in the race. But Alfie is nearly 2 seconds up on Benoit, who's given. Zach Silver on a lap down. Yeah, I think these weather conditions have kind of set the grid already for us, haven't they?
Yeah, I think Alfie got out setting a blinder very early on.
Zach
And
Silver all over the
they
road.
split off.
But yeah, Alfie, great lap thing. What he's done is he's made the most of the slightly dry conditions, and yeah, so looks like yep, Zach Silver stops before the line. Chris Bell on a lap. Till 8 seconds. Yeah, no one's improving here.
Yeah, I think it's just got too treacherous out there to really find any more time in this track, unfortunately.
It's a bit where whilst this is pretty set in thing, what we do want to talk about is, do you want to introduce Gridlink to us?
Yes, the new project masterminded by Johnny and some other folks is Gridlink, designed to get some bigger grids for those sims that haven't had as much love as say LMU and ACC over the years. So that AC, AMS2, even Race Room, designed to bring a load of communities together, build big grids for those events, and they have our first event on Friday with a AMS2 event around Adelaide Street Circuit in Brazilian stock cars, which are great little cars.
Yep.
So if you check the announcements on the Discord, and come in and see find some new places to race.
Exactly, sounds good. There is usually good followings for those games, but obviously LMU, iRacing dominate what people play. So with Gridlink here, making it possible for these games to have bigger grids, bigger races, might breathe some life back into them.
Exactly. I mean, we've got a great AC community, but we've tried running AMS2 before, never quite managed to get as much traction as we hoped. So we're hoping this will give it that shot in the arm it needs, and hopefully help our Assetto Corsa Night go from strength to strength as well.
Well, as we see Chris Bell coming in, so we will be mentioning, in case you forget, Gridlink throughout the stream, and we will give it another push at the end. And yeah, that looks like qualifying's on. Everyone is in the pits.
Yeah, I just think not enough time to find. Oh no, Dean Smith just about to cross the line.
Oh, Dean. We'll put him on because he hasn't got that horrible less delivery.
Has taken the checkered flag, just gets hard on the brakes into the source, and we'll jump back to pits just to finish off.
Yep, there we go. So we'll just wait for the session to swap over, and then we'll run through the starting order. If you want, Ben, I'll do hypers and you do the GTEs.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Should we do it now? We'll wait for the session to swap. Right, there we are. So, starting order. So P1 of the hypercars is Alfie Bevan with Axel Benoit in P2, filling out the front grid. Zach Silver in P3 with Max Tarasenko in P4. Leon Vispers in P5 with Max Farrell in P6. Dorich in P7 with Carpenter in P8. Tomlinson in 9th with Ollie Knowles P10, a pair of Aston Martins there. Dave Spiller in P11 with Brett Hackers in P12. Kotsuik in P13 with Dan Stevens in P14, and that should round out the hypers, so it should be GEs now.
It is indeed, and mine will not be in sync with the ones on the screen, so bear with us. So it's Christopher Bell and Stephen Bain for an all-Porsche front row, followed by Tyler Hammer and Ben Brown for an all-Corvette second row. Andy Hearn lines up in P5 next to Daniel Johansson in P6. Stefan Reinhardt and Matthias Fusgen take P7 and P8. Anton Temenga feeling very out of place there in P9 with Charlie Morgan in P10. Frank Vevik and Olav Badej take P11 and 12, followed by Jarrett Page and Hovsep Nazarian in P13 and 14, with the grid rounded up by Dean Smith and I believe Elvin Bonkus is with us this evening. If not, then it's Dean in P15, followed by with Elvin Bonkus and Christian Schlink in the pit.
Yep. So that is our grid for tonight's race. We will come on board with Alfie Bevan as he steers the field round. What gets me is looking at this. It doesn't look wet, but this is a typical LMU trait. It looks dry, but it's not.
It's standing water on track, apparently, so it's definitely there. And there is a little bit of drizzle in the air, apparently.
Yeah, you can
which
see.
Is the most British thing I've ever said.
You can see the window wipers going. It looks dry, man. We'll see how it goes, but we'll go on board with Alfie Bevan as he rounds everyone. Oh, so it's going to be tricky for the GTEs because some of them are going to start in the chicane. And when the green light goes, and we're off. Great start from Alfie, but a good one from Benoit too. But Alfie's going to have the inside. Zach Silver looking up the inside, and he's made them. Oh, I've got 3 wide coming down. No, Benoit's got the jump, but oh, don't go too wide. Don't go. Oh, everything is good there. We will go with the GTE. Stevie Bain at the front.
Just jumped Christian Bell into the source as Bell was caught up behind the hypercars, blocking the inside line. And Stevie is through and making a break with
What we will do as well is show some people this is how much spray you're seeing as we're on board with Anton Temenga. So as you can see, visibility is not the greatest. And we'll go
once
back.
You get a few yards in front, you just cannot see anything. It's just that wall of spray.
No, but Stevie Bain has got the jump. Where has this come from? What has Stevie Bain had for breakfast?
He just got a brilliant run out of turn 1. Chris Bell held up on the inside behind the hypercars who'd sort of bunched their way up into turn 1, and Stevie just drove around the outside of him and legged it.
And as we watch, Alfie has got the position back whilst we were watching all that going on, and Zach Silver is all over the back of Benoit. What was impressive, though, is nobody binned it.
No, nothing even showing on the... No yellow flags on our replay, on our tool yet, but yeah, great racing from these guys, and I think this is going to be a fight that will run through this race. Benno getting a little bit wide, and that will let Zach Silver try and gain a bit of space on him.
It's going to be tricky to follow in these conditions, though, because you see the spray. But it's not deterring Zach Silver. He's still having a go, catching up under braking. Benoit's gone very deep at the chicane. Which
gets a little twitch on the exit. Zach Silver nearly had the run, but had to back out of it.
We have had a yellow flag from Daniel Tomlinson. We will have a look at that in a moment after we see what happens here. bit of banging, but a bit more banging.
Oh,
Oh, it looks like
that was
Benoit
some.
has he's kept it going, but that was some argy-bargy.
That was definitely some hip and shoulder going through there.
And by this, we'll go
Oh.
see what happened with Daniel Tomlinson. I think he has killed the car. Bit of a lock-up. Doesn't look too bad.
No, I think we've also had a disconnect for Dean Smith, which is a big pity if that is the case.
Oh. What's happened?
No, he's still going.
Yeah, Tomlinson not had. Yeah, he is still going. If it's been a disconnect from Dean Smith, that is a shame. Alfie Bevan is still leading. He come up as a yellow flag a moment ago, but he seems to be going fine.
Yeah, I don't think there was really anything there. I think he's just
Slightly went wide or something.
yeah.
So what we will do now is we will go down to the GTEs because we do have some close battles here. With Tyler, bit of a Tyler. Oh, he's got a bit wide, Tyler, which has let Andy Hearn in on the inside. Andy giving it a push.
There's a big old train forming here behind Ben Brown.
As we have
the
Ben Brown Express with Johansson, Hearn, Tyler, and Reinhardt as passengers at the moment. We'll see how this gets on.
They're just looking for any direction in that spray to try and find a way through, but it's nowhere to go at the moment, and you can't risk getting caught offline. There's going to be a little bit of extra grip on that line at the moment.
Yeah, what'll be interesting is to see how the weather does pan out, because as the cars drive around the track more, it will create a dry line, but a little birdie told me the rain's only going to get heavier.
It's only light rain at the moment, which has increased from the drizzle we started with. But they're displacing enough of that standing water that you can see a line is there.
It all depends what this man, Andy Hearn, had up his sleeve for this race.
I wouldn't want to gamble on slicks, that's for sure.
No, me neither. What we'll do is on the timing board, we'll go gap to next and not gap to leader no more, so you can see how close they are to each other.
Oh, Tyler looking left and right on the back of Jan Johansson.
Tyler takes the source a bit deeper, but Johansson will have the better exit, and we have a drag race down the hill.
They're going to go side by side, aren't they?
Who's going to be the bravest here? Oh, who's going to give in? Oh, incredibly close. Great driving. But that has given Andy Hearn the run on Johansson. And on Tyler Hammer as well. Andy Hearn is flying.
Tyler, it's 2x2 here. It's Ferrari on Aston and Corvette on Corvette. And it's turning into a bit of a touring car race there with that pack of cars.
Is Andy Hearn? Oh, a little bit of contact. But the move has been done. Reinhardt has got the jump on Johansson too in that 488 GTE.
But with these guys fighting, Charlie Morgan's coming up on the back of them now. And he's bringing Matthias Fusken with him to the party.
Yeah, Fusken very close behind Colin Morgan. We do have a yellow flag on track. It looked like Hovsep Nazarian. What has gone wrong here? This is out of Lacombe. He's got too much throttle, hasn't he? Too much throttle, and he's binned it.
Oh, that's a big old hit. I thought he was lucky not to collect that next car.
He's crawling around like, let's go on, but that... Oh, look at
He's
that
not
steering
killed
wheel.
it, but it's very, very broken.
Yeah, the steering wheel's pretty much upside
Oh.
He's struggling. Oh, yeah, that is not nice. Hovsep.
Oh,
We'll be cursing. But on this, we will go to the hypercar class because Benoit, who was in P2, has dropped down to P7 after a little tussle with Zach Silver is looking to make his way back through the field, and he's all over the back of Adusa Carpenter, getting a good slipstream down the Kemmel Straight. And that's a move done.
Yeah, I'm just watching it back at the moment because I'm slightly behind, but I'll go back to live in a second. But yeah, great slipstream run there. It's the very classic move you do at Spa.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone very deep though at the thing, which has let oh, there's more door banging.
Ooh, yeah.
And coming into no name, he has the inside on Carpenter. We thought the move was done, but clearly Carpenter isn't happy about it.
She's fighting back.
She is.
And pushing hard. That Cadillac looks a little bit twitchy, I will say.
Sounds fantastic, but doesn't look fun to drive. We have had another yellow flag from Hovsep Nazarian, but we won't put him through any punishment because we know what state his car's in. Looking through the Dave Spiller chasing down Ollie Knowles. Hang on, where's Ollie Knowles gone? Oh, there's Ollie Knowles on the grass.
Oh dear, and that's going to cost him at least one place. Dan Stevens on the back of him now. Still out manages to hold on to P11.
Yeah, Ollie not had the best luck with race starts this season, but the Ferrari of Dan Stevens is chasing down the Aston. Coming up. Oh.
Some definite racing going. Yeah, that Aston's not been the friendliest to Ollie so far, so he's
he's not looking at it. But he continues to pick it, so like you can only give so much sympathy to him because he's put his foot down too hard, and that's given him a big drift.
And that lets Stevens through. Easy move in the end, unfortunately.
Yep, Dan Stevens is through. Ollie Knowles chasing with Kotsuik behind, and then Dan Tomlinson a bit further off. We will look on board with Hovsep Nazarian still making his way to the pits after that big accident earlier.
Trying to figure out where he is on track at this point, because he's just
Blanchemont. It's coming to the bus stop. That's going to be a long old repair, that car is. The wheel's turned now, you can see it.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Going to be at least a 3-4 minute repair, that. And that's really going to...
In the meantime, Tyler Hammer is still chasing down Andy Hearn.
Jarrett Page with a drive-through.
Oh.
That must be for a start procedure, because it's...
No, it hasn't. It's been more than 3 laps, hasn't it?
No, it must be cuts in that case.
How's he done that? So he's took Stevie Bain's title.
That's one of the fastest drive-throughs I've seen for
on LMU. Oh well, congratulations, Tyler. You hold not Tyler, Jarrett. You hold a new record. Oh, we go very close going through Radian. It's Temenga on Fusgen. Has a bit of slipstream, and while we watch this, Tomlinson looks like he's had another accident. Is Temenga brave enough on the brakes? He's going to try it. Ah, not quite. We will go look and see what... Oh, no.
Oh,
Fusgen has went wide.
Cutback.
Nicely done from Temenga. I was just about to switch to the Tomlinson replay then.
Oh, big
drift.
Look of Oppo from Temenga there.
Oh, he's gone very deep, though, which has let Fusgen back through. That seems to be it seems to be the common theme here. Like, cars are getting a move done, then going too deep in the next corner.
Yeah, right. I think they're unsettling themselves coming off the racing line to make the move, and then...
what's happened to Tomlinson? I think that is a mistake with the tool, let's just say. He's coming into the pits, though, so something's happened to him.
Oh, yeah, I think that's... I don't think he's actually in the pits. I mean, he is coming in now. Yeah, he's definitely picked up damage somewhere, but the tool is not...
Not like in Dan Tomlinson today. You have Colin Morgan on the back of Stefan Reinhardt.
These two have been locked in a fight. Colin just trying to find that gap. It's surprisingly difficult to pass around here in the wet.
Isn't we
For a
have
track that's known as being a racer's track.
Temenga as well on the back of Fusgen still, not letting this battle go. Oh, that's very wide from Temenga. Is he going to be late enough on the brakes to get a move done? No.
No, that would have been very much dive bomb territory, wouldn't it? He'd come for that one.
Do have a bit of a drag there. Colin Morgan has got the move done on Reinhardt.
Yep, looks like it was just on the exit of the bus stop, and
Yep.
now he can just try and get that gap behind him.
Bad exit from Fusgen, which has put Temenga right on the back. Oh, this is tricky for Temenga, following a car through Rouge Radian in this weather is not nice.
I know.
Oh, he's took a lot of grass. What a hero.
He's going to have the slipstream now. Are we going to see that good old move down at the end of the Keble Straight?
He took a huge risk going on the grass there. No, not quite close enough.
Not quite there.
Oh, this is still the closest battle on track at the moment. And while these are fighting, Frank the Tank is closing up behind them.
This is the thing we've seen. If you get into a fight with someone, it's going to invite others in because you're just losing time to them.
Temenga is really pushing that Corvette. You can see it. Oh, bit of a wide exit. You can see it twitching mid-corner. It looks horrible to drive. Let's have a look. Any else? What we'll do is we'll have a jump to the hypercar because Adusa Carpenter is closing in on the back of Max Farrell. And Max Farrell is also not far from Benno. Benno's got past these two. We've had a yellow flag from Jarrett Page, shall we have a look?
Oh, let's.
Coming round towards No Name. Too much right foot. Bonk.
Yeah. Taylor's all the time.
Yep, too much right foot on the exit. Oh, and we got back on board with him and he's done it again.
Yeah, we're definitely cursing him at this point.
We are, aren't we?
In the meantime, Carpenter right on the back of Max Farrell for P6 here.
Some Toyota on Toyota action. Coming round turn 14 and 15 onto the back straight. There's going to be a GT3 in the way as well, which should make things interesting. Maybe not.
Well out the way. But that did force Carpenter to just get out of the way of the fight and lose a little bit of that slipstream. She's not going to be quite close enough to make the move into the bus stop this time. But she might give it a go anyway.
One hell of a dive, and it looks like it's paid off. Wow, I thought she'd overshot that.
One tenth between them as they race down towards the source. Farrell gets ahead by a nose.
Yeah, Carpenter's going to get the better exit out of the source, so a bit of door banging between them.
A little bit.
And Farrell's got a bit of a thing now. This should be a big enough gap for the straight. Oh, that's a big track cut from Carpenter, just taking the penalty to keep on the back of Farrell. And while watching this, we have Axel Benoit making the move on Tarasenko.
Has got past.
Making his way back up the field after losing out. So where's now? He's got a second and a half to Leon Rispus just in front. But this is a strong drive from Benoit.
It is indeed. And he wants to get back into that podium contention.
Is
He's
it? And someone under the radar, Dave Spiller closing the back of Dorich. Gone a bit wide, but
he had to go wide to go round Jarrett Page. So
it
he's
is. But then we also have Brett Hackers at the front of this little three-car train. So we have Hackers, Dorich, and Spiller all within a second and a half of each other.
what we like to see. Close racing.
It is.
Who says balanced performance doesn't work?
Exactly. And Tarasenko wanting that position back from Benoit.
That's not what Benoit wants. He just wants to get away so he can chase down Leon Vesperis for P3. But it's just Tarasenko's just not letting him go.
Had to go a bit wide there, which has give Benoit a bit more of a gap. Oh, Benoit went very deep at the chicane though, which has given Tarasenko a good run.
It's going to be on the outside for Lassource, but you can get the cut back there, especially in these wet conditions.
And that's if Benoit doesn't go deep again. Oh, the back end looked a bit to lock up a bit there.
It looked sketchy, that, didn't it?
Isn't after we watch these go up, we will go back on board with Carpenter. Oh, there's going to be a GT3 in the way. GTE even, my bad.
That's Frank the Tank Vevic, but that has let Tarasenko close back up again.
We'll keep on board with this fight. Closest on the track at the moment.
We do know the Ferrari's probably the best all-rounder at the moment.
While we've been watching this, there's been a yellow flag from the GT leader Stevie Bain. I'm not sure what went on. He's still P1 it seems.
Let's have a look. I think it might just be a run wide. Yeah. Runs it wide. Goes across the inside of the corner and hasn't yet picked up a drive-through, so he's not living up to his reputation at the moment.
No, and we are on board with Tarasenko still fighting with Benoit. GTE in front. But they're not too far back from Leon Vesperis.
No, it's a big crowd of cars in front of them as well that are going to delay them. And that's what Tarasenko wants, ideally. He wants them to hold Benoit up a little, just that little bit, and give him the shot to make a move. But he's not cooperating with him on this one and letting him through nice and cleanly.
Not the best place to try pass because that has give Benoit a bit more of a gap. Benoit being held up by Johansson in the Aston Martin, which is only giving Tarasenko a better run. Bit of a rear boop.
Yeah.
They're going to have to get the Aston getting out of the way for the two hypercars. Stefan Reinhardt getting in between.
The Ferrari looks to be much better on the brakes than the Caddy at this point. But don't manage to get a couple of cars in between them. And
Tarasenko's been held up behind Reinhardt. Oh, that is a big gap now.
Yeah, that has put paid to that one, unfortunately.
But what it's done is it's put Benoit nearly into the back of Charlie Morgan, but on the back of Leon Vesperis nearly.
Yep, just a second between them now. He needs to clear Charlie and then get on after Vesperis.
And I was watching this, Dorich only half a second, well, was half a second, now 8/10 behind Brett Hackers. Good little battle going on here. What we'll do is we'll go show the GTEs some love, shall we? Sadly, we have Stevie Bain in P1, where he's led from the first lap.
He's got a big gap as well.
To be fair, Stevie hasn't raced for a while. I'm happy for him.
Begrudgingly.
I'll be the bigger man because we all know how small Stevie is. Where Christopher Bell, 3.2 seconds behind. Then we have Ben Brown, 12 seconds behind. No, sorry, 9 seconds behind, my bad. Ben having a solid race.
Those two Porsches at the front are sprinting away, but Ben was caught up in big fights early on, and I think that's let the top two make a break.
Oh, and is Benno, he's got it done nicely. We have Andy Hearn further back with Tyler Hammer. Oh, Tyler Hammer nearly had a coming together with Max Farrell. And we have Morgan.
Held it together this time.
Yep. Stefan Reinhardt, Johansson. Not that big of gaps in between them, because Temenga's just there. Fusgen a second back. Then Frank the Tank is 10 seconds back. Who's gone wide, the commentator's curse. Bad Edge having a very quiet race, but sitting P12. Jarrett Page, not so quiet race. Dean Smith and Hovsep after his big accident.
So what, Tyler Hammer really trying to chase down Andy Hearn at the moment.
He's got to watch it though, because Charlie Morgan's on the back of him.
Yep, they're both closing in, but they're not quite there. But yeah, Tyler has dropped space to Charlie there. He's only got half a second between them at the moment. Admin triple threat on the go here.
Is the closest battle on track at the moment though is Dorich on Hackers getting round the GTE. Oh, the GTE is going to cause a bit of carnage. Stefan Reinhardt trying to keep out of the way.
Gives the two hypercars the racing line, but had to go wide to do it, and that's while he was trying to slot back in between, that has let Hackers get a couple of car lengths of space.
There's a go with that. You see how close Benno is to the back of Leon Vispris. This is coming on the back straight now.
They go past P2 in the GTEs.
Oh, he can't be crazy enough to make the move around Blanchemont. No, sits just behind. You can see a move coming into the bus stop here. Leon is squeezing him. But, oh, there is a bit of banging. He's had a bit of banging tonight, Benno, hasn't he?
He's not been he's been a bit touring cars around. They've not been treating each other kindly. And there's definitely some dented body panels out there at the moment.
Definitely about to pass Stevie Bain, the GE leader, down the hill. Both hypercars should clear Stevie. Which will it give Leon the tour down? I think Benno's got a big enough gap.
I think he's just about got, but that was a big twitch from Benno at the top of the hill there.
It is, and now he's 11 seconds. No, sorry, yeah, 11 seconds behind Zach Silver, who obviously is the driver we had the little incident with earlier. So, can Benno get his foot down now and catch up? Because if we're honest,
25 seconds to add to Alfie Bevan up front.
Yeah, Alfie's just kind of ran away with this, and well, it's Alfie. What do you expect? But yeah, so
I believe Alfie took the first win from Benno in the first race of the season, and now looking to put his stamp on race 3 as well.
Yeah, Alfie missed last week, if I remember correctly. So it will be 2 wins out of 2 if he can keep hold of this. Oh, ooh, look at that. Ollie Knowles, only 3/10 behind Dan Stevens. 4/10 now, 5/10. About to get held up by Charlie Morgan around Who on? Oh, that's risky. But these two, Dan Stevens and Ollie Knowles, are caught in a GTE battle.
Oh, Tyler Hammer off into the gravel.
Oh,
Has recovered in good time, but
it's dropped him off the back of Hearn and behind Colin Morgan now.
as he was, and Andy Hearn must be going, right, thank you very much, because that gives him a nice little bit of clear space to
Andy Hearn is rubbing his hands because he set the weather and my plan has worked. Like an evil James Bond villain. We sat there stroking a bald cat. But yeah, he's strong drive from Andy. Going very well. Ooh, took a lot of sausage there, but still going strong.
Well, that's a thing of his. But now he's going to hurt me. And now on the run down to the source.
We're not immature here at oNiD. We are very professional. Of course we're talking about curbs. What else would it be?
Yeah.
One thing I have noticed, Dean Smith has pitted. He has been stopped for 34, 35, 38. That will be... He must be fixing damage because that's more than a full tank of...
Yeah.
44 second stop.
Either that, it could have done either damage or he's taken fresh tyres. And even then, that's a long stop for fresh tyres.
Well, 12 seconds.
See how much fuel he's taken, of course, because it doesn't show us for the GTE.
No virtual energy. 12 seconds for tyres.
Yeah, plus fuel, however much he was taking on, he still wouldn't come into that.
Oh, who is that? Anton Temenga. Too much right foot. Coming out of the Lacombe chicane, and I think... Oh, no, he's got the car going again, but that was a heavy hit.
He held it for a long time to let the other cars pass there, which is what we encourage him to do.
We'll go on board with the replay so you can see. So coming through Lacombe, all well with Johansson behind. Too much right foot, bit of a drift, smash.
Yeah, you could just see on the readouts he was right up on the limiter. And even at low revs, it was just spinning those rear wheels round and he had no grip there.
Taking a leaf out of the Leighton McQueen book and turning right to go left and left to go right. That is a broken steering wheel. Yeah, that must be frustrating. Yeah. Just got to keep out the way of Olaf Badage and Dean Smith. No, Jarrett Page, sorry, coming round. Nicely done. Let's tell you, who else we have? Colin Morgan is now chasing down, and Andy Hearn must be sick. He gets rid of Tyler Hammer, and now he's got Morgan on him.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to cope with the fact that 3 out of the top 5 are oNiD admins at the moment.
I know.
No, 4 out of the top 5.
Ollie Knowles has got the move done on Dan Stevens. Now it's Dan Stevens' turn to chase. And Dave Spiller still chasing down Dorich. A bit of a gap between them, not that close. I'm looking through my timing screen, seeing who the closest battle on the track is.
It's settled into that little bit of time in the middle, even probably Fuskin on the back of Hansen.
Yep, and that's what we have on board. We do have a yellow flag on the track. Nothing's come up in the tool yet. I'm wondering if that is Temenga still trying to get back to the pits.
Yeah, I think so. He had a little bit of a spin on the exit of the bus stop and has limped it into the pits, and now we'll repair that damage and get going again.
Yeah, not the usual night for Temenga. Temenga's usually a driver at the front and very consistent. Just whether it's the weather, whether he doesn't like Spy, just not had the greatest night. But we'll see him back up at the front next event, I'm sure.
Absolutely. In the meantime, it is we carry on as usual.
Yep.
But it's Olaf Badedge on the back of Frank Vevick now for P9. Porsche on Corvette action here.
Is we've just passed the halfway mark too. Wow, doing that. Let's looking at the hypercar virtual energy. What is very interesting, we've just hit the halfway mark. P1 to P6 are all less than 50%. Now it's gone over the line. Pretty much everyone is just dipped below 50%. Alfie Bevan and Zach Silver are 40%. Their free lap average is quite a lot higher than everyone else's.
But I will say we've seen this from Alfie before. He doesn't really do fuel saving. He just goes hell for leather, builds a massive gap and refuels in that instead.
Well, it's the Matthias Fuse gun quote. I'm not driving a 500 brake horsepower car to save fuel.
Exactly.
And to be honest, I'm the same. Can't blame him.
Yeah, nothing wrong with those who like to fuel save, but it's not for me.
And while we're in the GTEs looking, we will look at the positions gained and lost, see who the big movers are. Colin Morgan up 5, the biggest mover. Tyler Hammer down 8 is the biggest loser. Obviously, Temenga will be as well when he comes out of the pits. We have had an issue from Dmitro Kotsuik. It's coming into the... I think the replay tool's having a bit of a fit.
Yeah.
Oh no! And he span on the start-finish straight.
No. Yeah.
Not messing. We will go to the hypercar class and we will also look at their positions gained lost. Dan Tomlinson, biggest loser. Brett Hacker's up 4 positions. He's the biggest gainer. Everyone else only a position or 2 down.
Well, that said, Axel Meadow lost like 6 positions and has recovered to P3.
Yeah,
so...
that is a very good point. I will...
The whole story was not being told by the positions there.
It's not. And Tarasenko chasing down Leon Vispers, who has just went so far wide off track, he's created a new racing line. But Vispers, who was running P3, is starting to be picked off by the slightly quicker drivers.
It is worth pointing out that the track condition has moved from very wet to extremely wet.
Tell you what, we'll go on board with Tarasenko. So you just get a view of the spray these drivers are dealing with, because I think that is Dan Tomlinson in front. Oh, Tomlinson not having the best of time in the Aston Martin.
Oh, that was a twitch. And that is going to let Tarasenko have a run.
Yeah, as you can see, and with there, we'll get the onboard HUD, we'll make it look real. Well, look at that. So you can see the virtual energy bar on the right. I think these hypercars are going... Oh! Tarasenko going deep. I think these hypercars are going to have to pit, truthfully.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a splash and dash towards the end. But looking at Brett, I think Dan Thompson has already had a pit, hasn't he?
Yes,
I think
I think he's been in the pit twice, to be fair.
Yeah, so the biggest person with the most amount of energy who hasn't done a pit stop is Hackers. He's got 11 laps left. He might be able to make it to the end, but you need that near 45% in order to make it. Everyone with less than that is going to have to pit.
Leon was held up by the GE there, which has let Tarasenko close to the back of him. We'll stay on board with this going up the hill, down the hill and through Rouge Radian. You see how careful the drivers have to be with the brakes in this weather. Same with the throttle.
Yeah, that was very tentative from Tarasenko out of La
Oh,
Source.
is Tarasenko going to get past the GE going up the hill? This is going to be close. Oh, a lot of curb. Don't think he's quite close enough to Vespris to get a move done, but you can see the spray and what they're having to deal with.
Yeah, you can even see it. You can see it being thrown up by the diffuser, which is really nice.
It is. It does. The game does a very good job of not the best job in some things, but a good job in other places. And the way it throws up the spray looks incredible. It's just
absolutely.
Hopefully, we get an update soon with better wet weather physics, is what we'll say. So we've watched these battle for a bit. Still the closest battle on track, these two.
Yeah, they are just absolutely scrapping here, but Tarasenko just not quite able to close. He will be getting dirty air, of course, around this distance from the car in front.
Making it more difficult.
Exactly.
And in the chat, Fiona talking about there's obviously the Sim Hound Academy is here on Wednesday in similar conditions. Fiona talking about driving around here in the Alpine, which obviously wasn't great at Portimao. So the Academy race round here should be fun.
Yeah, I can't help but notice no one has picked the Alpine in the hypercars for this championship
for a reason. To be honest, when you have an open set, when you have a custom setup, it's all right. But Tarasenko with a big wobble there.
Yeah.
But
heard the brakes squeal as he modulates it there to keep it in place.
Is why we've been watching. Big wobble. We've had a yellow flag from Daniel Johansson. We'll see what's gone on. Has he had too much right foot? Oh no, all's good. So what has happened? Oh, it's just the replay tool having
doing a thing.
Yeah, we'll see what's happened to Dan Stevens, though, because there's apparently been a yellow flag here too, or is it my replay tool laughing at us?
Looks like.
Oh no, there it is!
Oh, yeah.
Little bonk on the front.
It's going to feel more embarrassing than anything else, but it's a hard place to rejoin, so I got very lucky with the gap in the traffic.
Very. And we're back on board with Tarasenko still chasing down Leon Vespris. Leon doing a great job of keeping just enough of a gap. Yeah, see the puddles.
Stevens electing to pit. Kotsiuk has pitted, but has also picked up a stop-go on their exit from the pits.
Oh, nightmare.
I think possibly a little too late with the pit limiter there.
Not great.
No.
We're going more. Let's have a look at the GTEs. We have had Matthias Fusgen has come into the pits.
Okay, so we're on for a 28-lap race. By my maths, Alfie Bevan will need to pit by lap 23.
As we're watching this, we'll go back to Stevie Bain. Doubled his lead to Christopher Bell since last time we were here. 6 seconds. Had a bit of a wobble through Radian.
He's found his confidence in that car. I think he was pushing the limits in practice, but I think that it's all that pushing has told him exactly how far he can go with the car.
Exactly.
It's almost as if he knows what he's doing. It's horrible, isn't it?
I know. While I've been watching this, Ben Brown having an incredibly consistent but quiet drive. Be extremely happy with his performance. Obviously, he took the win at Portimao last week. And another podium here, potentially. Great drive here from Ben.
Yeah, that's looking to see if I can answer Fiona's question.
Anyone else got a chance for couldn't feel? Ooh, very good. How we Ben get the calculator out?
Yeah, I'm not even, to be honest, I'm not even sure hackers can do it anymore.
Hang on, if I use my energy remaining tool here. So Hackers has 31%. Ollie Knowles has 32. Dan Stevens has... Well, what I'm thinking, if Dan Stevens has pitted and he's come out with 44%, that's what the game's told him to.
Yeah.
So that's what he needs. So...
User, Hackers, and Frame Doric might be able to make it to the finish without stopping. It is going to be incredibly tight, and they're still going to have to do a little bit of fuel saving.
They're having a fight. They're having a fight whilst doing it. Oh, Christopher Bell, yellow flag. Let's see what this is about. That's not Christopher Bell. It's Alfie Bevan who's had an off.
Christopher Bell did have one as well. But,
Alfie Bevan's come in the pit.
Oh, God, that was a snap. Yeah, if he's having to repair,
see if
that's going to...
Oh, here we are. Oh, yes, you could see the car become unbalanced as he hit.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's just missed out in the wall. But what I would assume is he's going to need some new tyres after that.
I'm just going to go back and look at it from the onboard just to see if he does. Oh, God, that really went bad. No, he took a big hit. He flipped the car.
Oh, the replay didn't show that.
If you go back and watch it from the onboard, it's a very big hit.
I'm keeping an eye on Alfie Bevan here, who was stopped.
Yeah, he's going to have quite a bit of damage that he's having to repair, I suspect.
Is it Alfie who flipped?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Chris Bell. Right, let's look at this. And I've clicked Dean Smith by accident, but we will see Dean Smith's replay, then we'll watch Alfie's. Nah, Dean's is just a messed up one, so we'll go on board with Alfie Bevan. See what Ben has been telling us about. So coming round Blanchemont. Oh, that is a very big snap. Oh. Well, we just seen the car rolling. So that is potentially...
That's going to cost him, right? Zach Silver could be on for the win here.
Zach Silver could win this race.
He's going to have to pit, and he's got Axel Benno a bit behind him with 3% more fuel.
Interesting. As we're watching this, Charlie Morgan is on the back of Andy Hearn. He's closed that gap down slowly but surely. Oh, Tamenga has DNF'd. So
that's a pity.
We'll have to find out what happened, but we're on board with Morgan at the moment, chasing down Andy Hearn. There's a bollard in the middle of the road, an advertising board. Don't think he's quite close enough to get a move done, but... Oh, he's trying to underbrake, and Charlie Morgan has threw it from a different postcode, and he's caused an incident.
Admin on admin carnage.
We won't have no incident chat, but I can assume Andy Hearn really isn't the happiest at the moment. And we will go on board with Alfie Bevan still in the pit. Alfie.
His car is very, very damaged. Well, I mean, we saw it flipping end over end. It's not going to be the happiest car in the planet, is it?
It's not.
But I mean, he's just getting going out. I think he's taking. I mean, you might as well. I think he's taking fresh tyres, fuel, and everything to get him to the end there.
I think he's took everything, to be fair. I wouldn't blame him.
Might as well, mightn't you? So...
Well, yeah, that has put him P12 out of 14.
Oh, Dave Spiller with a stop-go.
Oh, Dave. What have you done?
Has just picked up a drive-through as well.
Absolute carnage up there. We've gone on board with Dorich, who was chasing down Brett Hackers. Not going to be quite close enough to get the move done into Lacombe. But Hackers has gone deep, though.
Holds on to it. But great fight between these two. These two have been dicing for the best part of...
About that's 20 minutes, isn't it?
Now, yeah.
We've asked in the question, Fiona asking if Max Farrell P3 is possible. No, I think that's asking a bit much of Max. We have Dorich still chasing down.
The big question is, can Educer Hackers and Hackers get and Dorich get through to the... They're looking like they can just about make it. They could pick up a big chunk of places here.
Here's how we can work it out. So who is it? Hackers is only using 3.3% on a 5-lap average, and he has 24%. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. I think Hackers could make... Hackers, Carpenter, and Ollie Knowles could definitely do this.
Yeah, I think Frank Dorich is in there as well. He's on 3.6.
He's only on 21% overall, though. Zach Silver's come out of the pits with 25% virtual energy. So
just about enough.
So yeah, Carpenter and Hackers and Co, with some fuel saving, may make this work.
They'll certainly. I don't think they're going to be in the conversation for the win.
No,
well, they're definitely, because Zach's come out ahead of them. But
but what it is though is it could bump them up from P8 to P4.
Absolutely.
While watching this,
12 seconds behind Zach now.
We did have a yellow flag from Benoit. What was it? Let's have a look. Coming out of Lescombe. Look at... Oh, replay tool having a fit.
Yeah, I'm not... Oh, yeah. That's a thing.
So everyone's asking,
mountain.
Could Max fuel save his way to the top? Nah, Max doesn't have enough virtual energy.
No, it's just not quite there.
While watching this, Dean Smith, yellow flag. What's Dean done? Oh, he's went a bit deep and hit the wall. But Brett Hackers has just took over, reduced the carbon to 4th position. Brett Hackers making moves whilst fuel saving.
Actually, big slide at turn 1. It won't appear on the replay, but it was...
This is a freeway battle here. These 3 hypercars are all 4th position.
Poor position, and could be for very good positions as well, because they've saved enough fuel.
So we've got roughly 6 laps left. If that is true, it looks like Hackers, Carpenter, and Dorich will make it.
Yep, only need to save about half a lap's worth of fuel and they're golden.
Which means they will potentially jump Max Farrell. Oh, someone went off at the top of the hill there. I couldn't see who it was. Looked like a GTE car. Nothing's come up on the tool. Was yellow flag now. Well, I think that's a whole different incident. But no, this could be a great strategy from these 3 drivers here. And while I do that, we'll go back and have a little look at the GTE leader, Stevie Bain. As comfortable as it can be, isn't it?
He's just been on his own. He's never looked back after turn 1.
No, he got it done on lap 1, and he's been comfortable ever since. Same with Bell. Bell, little off, but nothing major. Ben Brown, again, extremely comfortable. Colin Morgan's dropped off the back of Andy Hearn, so I assume he's had a hiccup somewhere. But yeah, everything in the GTE class is kind of quiet, and once again, it's the hypercars where everything's happening.
Yeah, Benno, I think we'll be in at the end of this lap. Same for Visperis and Tarasenko. So we're going to see where these guys come out. Zach Silver is well within the to reclaim the lead of this race and is pushing hard.
Yeah, he's got enough virtual energy. The game will have told him how much he needed. So where is Benno? He's still quite way around.
He's tiptoeing around some of these corners.
He might have pushed it a bit with the fuel. Last thing you will want is a stop-go 100 for hitting 0% virtual energy.
Absolutely. That will just drop you straight out of everything.
Well, we'll keep them. Go on, sorry.
I think he's also pushed a lot on the tyres. That Cadillac is looking very squirrely.
Well, he's had a lot of places to make up after the first lap incident with Zach Silver. Yeah, closest battle on track at the moment. Everyone has spread out massively. The GE's even more. Like, there's huge gaps amongst those. I think everyone's just set now in a rhythm and they just want to make it to the end in the GE cars.
Absolutely. It's become a bit of a survival thing. The track has improved from extremely wet to wet.
And we have had a yellow flag from Leon Vispers, who's sitting in P2. I'm wondering if it's the game having a fit again, because it has been at this.
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing to report. Dorich chasing down Carpenter right on the back. Extremely close, almost touching, less than 2/10 behind Carpenter is Dorich. Made the move into turn 14, went a bit deep, which is give Carpenter a bit of a run. But Dorich is going to have the better line through the corner and the slipstream. We have a drag race. And Dorich has got the move done.
Zach Silver is back out in front of Axel Beno, who's gained time. He's gained a good 2 seconds through that pit stop phase, but he's still 4.5 seconds off the back of the Aston Martin, who is now lighter and on warm tyres and pushing hard.
Yes. Yeah, so 7 minutes, which is roughly about 3.5 laps, if that, to catch Zach Silver, Leon Vispris coming round No Name, surely in this lap. Hacker's closing in. Hackers, even though fuel saving, is making moves here. Got past Dorich and Carpenter, is now chasing down Max Farrell. I'm assuming Max Farrell must be massively fuel saving at this point.
Well, he's 7%. He can get to the end of this lap, and then he will have to pit in. There's no choice in the matter at this point.
This could be an absolute masterstroke from Hackers, Dorich and Carpenter if this plays out.
They're definitely going. They're right behind him. They're definitely going to gain P5.
Yeah, they're going to leapfrog Max Farrell. I think Tarasenko's a bit of an ask.
Visperis is probably a bit of an ask. Well, 42 seconds to the good from Carpenter.
Well, here is Visperis coming now. We assume he's going to dive into the pits. Just comes round. Yep. Let's hope, make sure he doesn't. Yeah, he slowed down well in time, being extremely cautious there. And while he's there, Zach Silver has passed. Beno is also passed. Tarasenko is the next one. Being chased down by... Who is that? Is that Alfie Bevan? Obviously...
Yeah, he's unlapping himself.
So where is Leon Vispris? Leon Vispris is going to stay ahead of Tarasenko. And Max Farrell has pitted, which means Brett Hackers, Dorich and Carpenter have got the jump on Max Farrell.
They have got maybe enough fuel to get to the end. It's going to be very tight. I'm not sure. I think Zach Silver might have underfueled.
The problem with Zach Silver is he can't really fuel save because he's got Beno right on his rear, who's closing quick. He's took nearly half a second out there.
I mean, Zach's looking very composed in that Aston, but I'm not sure he's got enough fuel. Yeah, he's fuel saving. Just little bits to get him through. He only needs half a lap.
Yeah, you can hear how much he's lifting there. Let's look at the gap. Was 4.5 seconds, it's now 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. So Benoit isn't catching that much.
Yeah. I think he's taking too much out of his tyres. He's very, very twitchy through the corners.
Well,
that was almost drifty through there.
He'll be extremely hard in his tyres, making up all them places. Yeah, back to 4.5 seconds. It's whether Zach Silver can save enough fuel to get to the end. Oh, hang on a minute, we're close to under 2 seconds now. And it's gone back up. So yeah, you can see where Zach Silver's lifted, which is where the time closes.
He's dead on at the moment. He needs...
We've got 2 more laps left, realistically.
Yeah.
So this is the penultimate lap. And if I look at my virtual energy tool...
I'm not sure it's enough.
3.4... Oh, it's just going to be enough, you know. Zach Silver's last lap was 3.5% fuel usage. And he's got 7.5 left. He's just got enough.
It's going to be... If he manages to do this, it will have been an absolute masterclass.
The problem is, though, is can he keep Benoit back? Because there you just see Zach Silver go past Benoit 2.5 seconds behind now. Oh, I would
knock up there.
Not like to be in Zach Silver's position.
No. I'm the kind of person who always takes on that little extra bit of fuel just so I don't have to do this.
Well, I'm renowned. I'm renowned for overfueling, so it makes no difference for me. I underfueled once, and ever since I've just overfueled. 2.9. So Zach Silver, is he going to be? Oh, he's going to be held up by the GE car here. This is not going to help him.
Oh, deals with it quite nicely. Frank, very cooperative there to let Zach through.
A lot of trust.
It's going to be so close this last lap.
Is Zach Silver coming round Blanchimont for the second to last time? This is where you'll see the timer drop because there will be a big lift here.
Yeah,
yeah, you
absolutely.
can see the timer drop drastically.
The tiniest bit of throttle through the bus stop there, just enough to get the car round the corner.
Is going up the inside of Tyler Hammer. Oh, he's gone a bit deep at the source.
2 seconds in it. It's
been
with the fuel to spare.
Is Beno going to get caught behind Tyler Hammer going up the hill though? No, he's timed it perfectly.
2.7% energy on Zach's HUD, I'm seeing.
Oh, this is going to be incredible.
This is torturous. And all this time, Beno is closing.
So we'll see how much Zach is fuel saving. Yeah, look at that. He's lifting even before this hairpin.
Yeah.
You'll see a big lift coming into P1 here. Oh! GE should be staying online. There's the big lift.
I think what Beno's lifting and coasting a bit as well. He's not entirely confident that he's done enough.
He's not. Zach Silver has got this. He is. What this is? This is Angela Scott levels of fuel saving. Is what this is.
It really is.
Zach has been watching Angela Scott and Christian Kiesig with their fuel saving strategies and thought, I want a bit of that action.
Probably this bit's all throttle. You cannot fuel save down here. Not really.
We look at the energy remaining 2%. He's got it done, surely.
0.8, 0.4.
Frank Dorich is only on 1. I think Dorich is going to get a penalty.
But 1 second behind.
And here we are. Zach Silver has taken the win. With Beno coming second.
0% exactly across the line for Zach.
0.4 for Dorich. Where is Dorich? I don't think Dorich is going to make it.
He's going to lift and coast almost the entire way. No, he's run out. He literally can't put any more throttle on.
Well, that's Stevie Bain come around, so we'll keep an eye on Dorich. Literally rolling. Juicer Carpenter is going to steal the position from Dorich. Because Dorich, can he accelerate? Is it
If he does, he gets a penalty.
Oh, just.
That's... See there.
And we watch the GE leader, Stevie Bain. As much as it pains us to say it's been a great drive.
Oh
no, he spun it on the last one.
Well, it's a good thing he's got about 40 seconds back. No, 11 seconds back.
Do you think he's done that on purpose?
Oh, quite probably, knowing him.
And Stevie Bain takes the GE win with Chris Bell coming second.
I think he's setting the fastest lap on this lap of the race.
Then we have Ben
Yeah.
Brown coming round. Very quiet and consistent race from Ben. Got him a podium, so great drive. Another great drive is Andy Hearn coming P4. With Colin Morgan coming in P5 in class.
He's doing an awful lot of lift and coast here as well. I wonder if he's I don't know, gets on it out the last corner.
Stefan Reinhardt with Daniel Johansson. Jarrett Page is having to be pushed. Is that? Yes, it is. Hovsep Nazarian is pushing Jarrett Page to the finish.
Oh, Jarrett, really? We love to see it.
It is. It's good to see. This is what community race is all about. Giving them a push to the end. I've had to have this done myself before, I won't lie.
It's like, I think Zach Silver's a bit happy looking by the chat.
Yeah, looking at the chat, he typed in capitals.
Yeah, 0.1%, you were 0.0 on my screen, Zach, as you went across the line.
And just completely cutting the chicane here.
Yeah, they've forgotten there's a barrier there, though. It's not a cut through there.
that hasn't quite worked, has it?
Oh, dear.
But what we will do...
Or if Hobsap's done that deliberately, it's the funniest thing I've seen.
We will go to the race results. Obviously, the timings aren't correct, but Zach Silver has took the win with that great fuel-saving strategy, with Axel Benoit second, Leon Vispers P3 with Tarasenko fourth, Brett Hackers P5 and Carpenter sixth, and Dorich seventh again. Great fuel-saving strategies. Max Farrell P8 with Ollie Knowles in P9 and Dan Stevens in P10. Alfie Bevan P11 after a big accident with Dan Tomlinson P12 and David Spiller 13. Do you want to go through the GEs, Ben?
I can indeed, and that is Stevie Bain in P1, followed by Chris Bell. Ben Brown brings it home for P3, followed by Andy Hearn. Charlie Morgan comes in P5, followed by Stefan Reinhardt in P6. Daniel Johansson takes P7 and Tyler Hammer in P8. Frank Vevik takes P9, followed by Olaf Badedge. Jarrett Page has just finished in P11, followed by Matthias Fusken and Dean Smith, with Hovsep Nazarian bringing home P14, and sadly a retirement from Anton Temenga.
And that is the end of this race. Yeah, some not as much carnage as I expected. Some brilliant fuel-saving strategies. Some of these drivers have got to give themselves a pat on the back.
Absolutely. That was definitely some hard work there. A hard shift put in on the calculators this evening.
Yeah, Zach Till as well with the pit stop. He just timed to perfection. Well worked out by Zach. Obviously, his little clash with Benoit at the front. Benoit finishing only a second behind. Probably will be slightly annoyed, but still happy with a P2 finish. Leon Vispers P3 isn't a bad result either. Oh, I think the game is finished, so we'll go to the hold video. Yeah, it was a great event to watch. And since I promised it earlier, and to make Johnny happy, once again we will talk about the launch of GridLink. Obviously LMU, iRacing are always the most popular games, but we do have things like AMS2 Race Room and a bigger Assetto Corsa community here at oNiD. So GridLink has been launched to revive some of those games as such. I will let Ben talk about it more because he's a lot more knowledgeable on it than me.
Yeah, it's going to cross-pollinate our communities with all the other guys running AC, Race Room and AMS2, get our grids together so that we're all populating each other's grids, keeping those sims healthy and thriving, and going to put some good events on in them, and really hoping to kick that up with AMS2 this Friday with a one-off around Adelaide Street Circuit in the Great Brazilian Stock Cars.
It is, and if you go in the chat of our Twitch, you will see the oNiD Discord. Go on it, get joined up. All of the details of GridLink are on there, and if you fancy getting involved in that Brazilian stock car racing, follow the link.
Absolutely, and we look forward to seeing you on track.
Yep. Other than that, what have we got on tomorrow, Ben? I know it's your thing.
Tomorrow night it is the Assetto Corsa IndyCars, and this week we are taking, after a street circuit last week, we're going to a more traditional circuit this week with the GP circuit at the Nürburgring. Live race control, live safety car, all the fun stuff you expect from an IndyCar race. So we look forward to seeing what those guys to do. And Axel Benno and Alfie Bevan will resume their conflict there.
Well, and after that on Wednesday, we do have the Sim Hound Academy here in LMU, where my co-commentator here, Ben, will be racing in the biscuit tin. So it will be Spa, again, similar conditions, GT3s instead of GTEs, but should be a fun night of racing. So, yeah, we will call it here. Is there anything you want to say before we leave, Ben?
No, fantastic work from all our drivers tonight. Looking forward to seeing what they can pull off next week.
All good. So we hope you've enjoyed the stream. We hope to see you back for the rest of the events this week, because we also have iRacing Thursday too in the Formula Super Lights. And then the main championship on Sunday, which is a GT3 here on LMU. So we hope to see you soon. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream, and we'll catch you tomorrow. See you later on.